are facing? Yes. Yes, can anyone tell me, Aishwarya? You uploaded the test on time?
Ma'am, I was a bit late.
What was the reason? Why most of you were late? Aishwarya, what was the reason with you?
Ma'am, my file was not uploading on the drive. The same was happening with my holiday homework also.
Compressed it and then uploaded or made a PDF? What's the, I don't know. Okay, what about others? Aryan?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the problem? You uploaded on time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, if you are not uploading on time, then the authenticity of the test is lost. उसके बाद अगर आप आधा घंटा बात कर रहे हो, I have to extend the time up to half an hour. तो उसकी वो पर्पस ही बेकार हो जाता है. Now I am thinking of making this test like assignment. I will go through it, but I won't mark it. I will just give the remarks. और नेक्स्ट टाइम बेटा मैं जब भी टेस्ट लूंगी मैं इस बार नेक्स्ट टाइम से विंडो टाइम इंक्रीज नहीं करूंगी. आप लोग 10th में भी टेस्ट सबमिट करते थे, तो मेरे को नहीं लगता किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम है. ओके, तो आई विल सी वेदर आई एम गोइंग टू चेक इट और टेक इट एज असाइनमेंट. कैसे उसको मार्क करती हूँ.
Ma'am, that means we have to make time for submitting out the time given for test only.
Yes, you have to make a PDF and upload it within the time limit itself. तो ideally जितना टाइम है उससे, क्योंकि मैंने आपको जितना भी टाइम दिया था, मैंने 5-10 मिनट चलते भी छोड़ दिया था क्लास में, जितना भी टाइम दिया था मेरे ख्याल से पीडीएफ बनाने में हार्डली टेक 3 to 4 minutes and then uploading another 3 to 4 minutes. So last 7 to 8 minutes you can keep for uploading. ठीक है, तो आपको उसी टाइम लिमिट में, क्योंकि अगर मैं टीम्स में टाइम डालू तो अपने आप ऑटोमेटिकली क्लोज हो जाता है. और नेक्स्ट टाइम से तो टेस्ट में मॉनिटर भी करूंगी. अभी तो मैंने इसलिए मॉनिटर नहीं किया था बिकॉज एक्चुअली मेरे एक्सटर्नल एज अ एक्सटर्नल प्रैक्टिकल आई वाज कंडक्टिंग प्रैक्टिकल्स आल्सो, प्रैक्टिकल एग्जामिनेशन इन सम अदर स्कूल. तो बट नेक्स्ट टाइम ऑब्वियसली आई विल बी ऑब्जर्विंग ऑल ऑफ यू एंड जो टाइम लिमिट में अपलोड नहीं करेगा उसको आई विल गिव 0 मार्क्स. ठीक है, और बच्चों ने बहुत टाइम बाद देखकर उसको मैं 0 मार्क्स दूंगी. अभी तो बिकॉज यू वर न्यू इन क्लास 11 तो मैंने इधर उधर टीम्स पे भी डाल दिया, पोस्ट पे भी कर दिए एंड आई सेंड इन द व्हाट्सएप आल्सो, बट नेक्स्ट टाइम ओनली ऑन टीम्स लाइक आई यूज्ड टू डू विद क्लास 11. मैं केवल टीम्स पे लिंक पोस्ट करती हूँ एंड दे हैव टू अपलोड इट देयर. ओके, so now I am starting with the chapter number 2. How you found the level of the test? Okay, next question, how you found the level of the test? Easy, difficult? Sanket?
Ma'am, the MCQs were, ma'am,
Yes,
easy,
ma'am.
but the 3 written questions, ma'am, they were thought processing.
Okay. Yes. And Arav, you were saying something? Okay. See, numericals will be like this only because they were based on NCERT only, whatever we have done. Okay. MCQs तो अभी मैं देखूंगी कि आप लोगों ने क्या किया है. Because reasoning assertion questions में थोड़ा सा they are somewhat tricky. You have to go through the question carefully. ठीक है, और एक चीज मैंने आपको और बोली थी, don't depend on internet for the answers. क्योंकि मैं वैल्यूज न्यूमेरिकल्स में चेंज कर देती हूँ. रीजनिंग असर्शन में मैं अगर नॉट हटा दूंगी ना तो पूरा क्वेश्चन गलत हो चेंज हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो मोस्टली 99% आई विल चेंज द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द नेट. So you won't, if you are taking the answers from the net, chances of doing mistakes are much higher. So better है don't search net for the answers. अपना दिमाग लगाओ, खुद करो. ठीक है. Okay. Any other thing you want to say regarding the test? In chapters, missing numericals will be like this only. So you have to do the calculations properly. अभी तो आप लोग घर से कर रहे हो तो मोस्टली नहीं हो सकता, कुछ बच्चों ने कैलकुलेटर भी यूज कर लिया, बट इन द एग्जाम्स इट्स नॉट अलाउड एंड यू हैव टू फिनिश इन द गिवन टाइम लिमिट आल्सो, क्योंकि ये तो है नहीं कि कोरोना हमेशा रहेगा. ठीक है, रफली अ पेंडेमिक एज इज रफली 1.5 to 2 years, so almost 1.5 is over. Another 6 months or maximum are left. Generally, this is the age of a pandemic. Okay, so be mentally prepared. Okay, so I am continuing with the chapter 2. This is a very important chapter for the further chemistry portions also. Okay, now what was the topic we are going to do was the dual nature of radiation. I told you regarding electromagnetic spectra and the electromagnetic radiation, electromagnetic spectra, and the visible range. What we are actually going to do was why was the Bohr's model came, and what were the reasons leading to the Bohr's model? Okay, the main reason what I told you was the dual nature of radiation. Dual nature means it can behave as a particle or as a wave. Now, what were the developments which were leading to the dual nature of radiation? Why it was said that radiation can also behave like a particle? Okay, so what we are going to do is the developments leading to Bohr's model. Developments leading to dual nature. The topic is little bit theoretical, starting topics of the chapter. So just try to understand. और बेटा इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें होगी. Yes, someone wants to say something?
And we can't
Okay.
completely.
Left side of the board is not visible.
Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, since I am saying is that topic is theoretical, and there may be a few concepts which are beyond the scope of class 11th and 12th. So few points you have to remember as it is without going through the reason for this. Okay. Now there are two theories of physics. There are two theories of wave of physics, I can say, of classical physics. There are two theories of classical physics. One is the एक आपके ये ऐसे करो, there are two theories. One of them is the classical physics and another is the quantum physics.
Quantum theory.
Quantum theory. Okay, so one is the classical wave theory and other is the quantum wave theory. Now, according to the classical wave theory, earlier theory, old theory is classical wave theory. But nowadays, this theory, a few points are not valid. The old theory is the classical wave theory. And according to this theory, energy is directly proportional to intensity. According to this theory, energy is directly proportional to intensity. Now, what is the meaning of intensity? Intensity means brightness. Intensity means brightness. Suppose I am saying I am increasing, there is a red color and I am increasing the energy. So what it was said that if I am increasing the energy, the intensity of the red color will increase. Agar color red hai, on increasing the energy, intensity of the red color will increase. It means initially it is light red, then it becomes dark red, more darker and more darker. Okay, so initially it was said that energy is directly proportional to intensity or brightness. Clear? So this was our old theory, which is called as the classical wave theory. Now there are two phenomena which are against the classical wave theory. Two phenomena that we are going to study. Two phenomena. One of them is black body radiation. One of them is black body radiation. And second is the photoelectric effect. So this is all what we are going to do today. There are two phenomena. One of them is black body radiation and other is the photoelectric effect. These two are in contrast. Yeah, are not in accordance with classical wave theory. Classical wave theory. Classical wave theory means nature of light. Initially, it was believed that the light has only behaves like a wave. So since it was believed that light behaves like a wave, so this old theory is called as classical wave theory. It means light behaves like a wave. And if light behaves like a wave, then energy should be proportional to intensity only. Okay. Now there were two phenomena discovered, which one was black body radiation and other was photoelectric effect, which are not in accordance with classical wave theory. Is the point clear? जो पूरी कहानी है जो हम ये क्यों कर रहे हैं, is the point clear? Any doubt you can ask?
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, so now we are going to study what is black body radiation, what is photoelectric effect, and why they are not following the old classical theory. So first I am taking the black body radiation, photoelectric effect I am taking first. In NCERT they have given the black body radiation. या वही ले लेते हैं, चलो. Let me take first black body radiation. Okay. I am just writing this point again. According to old classical theory, energy is directly proportional to intensity. Okay. Now, in the case of black body radiation, the phenomena against the theory are: first is black body radiation. Now, what is the meaning of a black body? Anything that is coated black. Anything that is coated black is a black body. Okay. And a black body is a perfect absorber and emitter of all radiations. A black body is a perfect emitter and absorber of all radiation. It means if I am if the light is falling on it, if I am heating it, ठीक है, अगर मैं इसको एनर्जी दे रही हूँ और इसको by heating, what happens? It will absorb all energy. अगर मैं उसको एनर्जी दे रही हूँ, if I am adding energy, it will absorb all energy. Will it keep on absorbing energy continuously? Yes. Will it keep on absorbing energy continuously?
Ma'am, it will stop at an
Starting it will absorb. So it is a perfect absorber. But when it has absorbed energy, it will start releasing the energy. So when it is on heating, simply करें पहले energy is given. Energy is given. Okay, so it has absorbed energy. Now it starts emitting energy. Emitter of energy. Okay, now see, I am taking this topic is topic number 2.3.2. So when they are heated, on heating they release energy. Emitter of energy means they release energy. So initially they absorb certain amount of energy. After this, they will start releasing energy. Now, if I am taking is an iron rod, okay, on heating iron rod, what happens? If I am taking is an iron rod and I am giving it heat, I am heating, heat is provided. कभी आपने देखा किसी मेटल को या कोई भी चीज बहुत ज्यादा हीट अप हो जाती है, what is the color becomes?
It becomes lighter.
They start becoming red. बहुत ज्यादा red hot बोलते हैं ना, we are heating it to red hot. So it means when we are heating them, initially the color becomes dull red. अगर मैं इसको heat करूँ, I'm just writing it like this. If I am heating it, the color becomes dull red. Okay. Now, if I am further heating it, I am just under this point. What we know is that energy is directly proportional to intensity. So if we are heating it, it becomes dull red. Then on further heat, it becomes bright red. So what does it mean? The intensity of the red color is increasing. According to the classical wave theory, on heating, the intensity of the color increases. So it means that if we are heating, it becomes dull red. On further heat, it becomes bright red. But now, if we are heating further, it becomes white. And ultimately, if we are heating it, it becomes blue. Now, what does it mean? Yeah, Shashwat, can you tell me what does it mean?
And it starts radiating energy of that color.
Okay. Can you relate it to the intensity? What happens in the starting when it is becoming from dull red to bright red? What is happening? Is the intensity increasing or intensity decreasing, or what is happening?
Ma'am, does it remain constant?
No. See, intensity means brightness. मैंने starting में आपको लिखवाया था. Please make a notes of this in the copy because बहुत ज़्यादा theoretical है. On increase heating, energy is directly proportional to intensity. That is the classical wave theory. Okay. So in the starting portion, what we are seeing is that energy is directly proportional to intensity. On increasing energy, intensity is increasing. But what happens afterwards? Color change ho gaya. It means now it is not remaining red. From this portion to this portion, what we are seeing? Color is changing. Now it is no longer red. अगर मैं classical wave theory को, if I am following the classical wave theory, on further heating bright से और brighter red, then more brighter red it should happen. But here it is not in accordance with classical wave theory, not following classical wave theory. It means that classical wave theory is followed up to a particular limit. Why? Because color is changing, intensity, color is changing only. So we can't talk about intensity. अब तो वो red color आ ही नहीं, so color is changing. And on what fact the color depends? I told yesterday only in the previous class. E is equal to energy proportional to frequency. आपको बताया था ना जब हमने विब्ग्योर किया था VIB GYOR कि red जो है it is having a lower energy and violet is having a more energy. So it means that now the color is changing from red towards blue. Blue means more energy. ठीक है, तो अब आपका और कलर एनर्जी किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं? E is equal to H mu. आपको H का भी नहीं बताया था, आपको जस्ट बताया था एनर्जी डिपेंडिंग अपॉन फ्रीक्वेंसी. It means that on further heating, what is now changing? Color is changing means frequency is changing. Frequency is changing. Because color is changing from red to blue. It means now the energy or frequency is changing. Now it is no longer dependent upon intensity. Is the point clear? So this
मैम change of color किस formula की वजह से हुआ है?
E is equal to h mu, which was given on the basis of the Bohr's model. Our main topic, we are doing what developments lead to Bohr's model. Okay? We know that Rutherford model was wrong. Okay? Now, what was the reason why the Rutherford's model was proved wrong? कुछ points उसके wrong थे. The reason was the black body radiation, study of electromagnetic spectra, and the photoelectric effect. Okay? Initial model was Bohr's model. Then a new development came in the field of chemistry. That was the electromagnetic spectra, spectra of white light, and the black body radiation and the photoelectric effect. ये जो E is equal to h mu है, तब तक ये Bohr's model, till the time of Rutherford model, this was not given. E is equal to h mu कब use करते हैं? Bohr's model. ठीक है? So earlier models in Rutherford model, they are based on the classical wave theory. That is, energy is directly proportional to intensity. उसके बाद आपका black body radiation आया, which shows that energy is not always proportional to intensity. Energy may depend upon frequency. Is the point clear? तो हमने यही बताया कि जो हमारा की जो लाइट है वो डबल नेचर होता है. It does not always behave like a wave. Because if light is behaving like a wave, then energy should be proportional to intensity always. But what we are finding out that energy is not always proportional to intensity. It is not following the classical wave theory. Okay? Energy is not always proportional to intensity. So it means that it was against the classical wave theory that light is behaving like a wave. Is it okay? आपको इसके अगर नोट चाहिए तो मैं डिक्टेट कर देती हूँ 2-3 लाइंस में, क्योंकि ब्लैक बॉडी रेडिएशन में सर बहुत ज्यादा नहीं आता. इट इज अ वेरी थियोरेटिकल टॉपिक एंड 1 मार्कर टॉपिक ओनली. ओके, तो जस्ट राइट डाउन. अब मैं इसको थोड़ा डिक्टेट करके लिखवा देती हूँ. इट विल बी इजियर फॉर यू. जस्ट राइट डाउन. डेवलपमेंट ऑफ बोहर्स मॉडल. Development of Bohr's model was due to the failure of classical wave theory. Development of Bohr's model is due to failure of classical wave theory, according to which energy is directly proportional to intensity. Energy is directly proportional to intensity. On heating a black body, it was observed that initially, on heating a black body, it was observed that initially the intensity was changing. But on further heating, the frequency of the radiation, emitted changes from a lower frequency. Lower frequency means red. Changes from a lower frequency, that is from red, to a higher frequency. Changes from a lower frequency, that is red, to a higher frequency, that is blue. ठीक है, हमने यही बताया कि starting में intensity was changing, after this the frequency is changing, and red is having a lower frequency or lower energy, and blue is having a higher frequency. This was against the classical wave theory. This was against the classical wave theory. Full stop. This was against the classical wave theory. This was against the classical wave theory. Okay. आगे लिखो. To explain this, quantum was used. The term quantum was used by Planck. To explain this term, quantum was used by Planck for smallest quantity of energy. The term quantum was used by Planck for smallest quantity of energy. Energy of a photon, energy of a quantum is E is equal to h mu. Quantum का मतलब particle है, ठीक है? And energy of a quantum, it was given by Planck as E is equal to h mu, where h is equal to Planck's constant value. You should be remembering h is equal to Planck's constant, which is 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. And what is the mu? Frequency. Okay, so this was the relation which was given by Planck, that is E is equal to h mu. It means that energy is directly proportional to frequency. So if you are heating a black body, if the energy increases, it means frequency is increasing. Okay? And what is the relation between, what is C is equal to mu lambda? We all know C is equal to mu lambda. So what is mu is equal to C upon lambda? So this equation, I can also write E is equal to h mu or hc upon lambda. So we can relate this to the wavelength. Okay. Clear? Okay. Have you heard of the word photon? In case of light, अगर light का जो है, one quantum is called quantum. Quantum is also called photon. Photon means that is a particle of light. The light consists of photons. And what are photons? These are particles. So it means sometimes light can behave like a wave. Sometimes it can behave like a photon or a particle. So light has a double nature. It can behave like a particle as well as a wave. Is it okay? अच्छा, इसमें एक ग्राफ है, वो ग्राफ आपको करने की जरूरत नहीं है अकॉर्डिंग टू सीबीएसई. ग्राफ है ग्राफ नंबर 2.8. इसमें सिंपली व्हाट दे आर टेलिंग इज दैट दिस ग्राफ इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू सीबीएसई. Clear? So with this, I have told you what was black body radiation And why it was against the classical wave theory? Because in this case, it was found that energy is not always proportional to intensity. It was found that energy is proportional to frequency, or E is equal to h mu. So on the basis of black body radiation, this came. Now the next point.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, on the basis of black body radiations, we found that light can be of dual nature.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are coming to the photoelectric effect. See, black body radiation is a very short topic. I have already told you. Question can come. Name two processes which were against the classical wave theory, or what is a black body. और ज़्यादा नहीं आता इसके ऊपर. Now, but we are coming to the photoelectric effect. This we have to study in detail. This is very important topic. So our main chapter actually of class 11th. It starts from starting portion of general introduction and small question based topics, but from photoelectric effect main topic starts. Now photo means photon. Photo means photon, particle of light, that is called as a photon, and electric means conducts electricity. The photoelectric effect means it is the electricity that is generated.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
It is for everyone. Am I not audible?
Ma'am, you are audible.
You are.
Ma'am, you are audible.
You are audible.
Okay. Now it means that electricity is conducted due to the movement of photon. Okay. अच्छा मैं एक सिंपल एग्जांपल ले रही हूँ. अगर आप सपोज आपने ये लिया, या छोड़ दो इसको, ऐसे मत करो. अच्छा सपोज आपने कुछ भी एक, हैव यू सीन, वो जो गेम होती है जिसमें आप गन से गोली चलाते हो, बैलून फट जाता है. ऑल ऑफ यू मस्ट हैव सीन, है ना. तो अगर आपने एक गोली चलाई, एक फायर किया, तो हाउ मेनी बैलून? I think it will strike only a one balloon only generally.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना. One bullet means one balloon. ठीक है. तो अगर मैंने एक इस तरह की स्क्रीन कर दी, मैं ऐसे डायरेक्टली समझा देती हूँ. Okay, just write down the case of photoelectric effect. I am giving you introduction. थोड़ा writing part दे रही हूँ. Just write down. In this experiment, a beam of light, strikes a metal surface, of having low ionization energy. What is the meaning of ionization energy?
Ma'am, energy required to remove an electron.
Energy required to remove an electron. It means what we are taking is a metal having low ionization energy. It means electron will be lost easily. Now, do you remember which metals have low ionization energy? Class 9, 10, class 10 basically. If I am taking is group 1, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं, just for your knowledge, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. As we are moving like this, ionization energy increases along a period, and down a group, ionization energy decreases. Okay, down a group, ionization energy decreases, along a period, ionization energy increases. So it means that out of all these, which has the lowest ionization energy? Out of all this? Cesium. It is an element having the lowest ionization energy. अच्छा, cesium के नीचे francium होता है, but that is radioactive. So radioactive element we can't take. So cesium is one of the elements of the periodic table which is having the lowest ionization energy. So generally the metal surface is made up of cesium or rubidium. Generally or rubidium. So what we are taking is a metal surface having the low ionization energy. Generally made up of cesium or rubidium. Okay, one marker question, why we cannot use lithium? One marker question,
It has
why
Ma'am, it
more
has high
ionization energy.
more ionization energy? Okay, so it means that we are using a metal having low ionization energy. So generally these are alkali metals, or alkali metals may be and key elements. Potassium we can use, but we prefer generally rubidium and cesium. These two elements we generally take. Okay, a beam of light strikes a metal surface having low ionization energy. If se start karte, then electrons are ejected from it. Then electrons are ejected from it. So if a beam of light is striking, then the electrons will be removed from it. Okay. This phenomena is called photoelectric effect. This phenomena is called photoelectric effect. So this is the definition of photoelectric effect. When a beam of light strikes a metal surface, electrons are ejected from it. Okay, so this is the meaning of photoelectric effect. Now, what was done here and what was the actual experiment? What we are taking is a metal surface. You can see the diagram, or I am drawing it. What we are seeing is a एक तो सबसे पहले हमने ट्यूब लिया. This is a glass tube. This is a glass tube. Okay. Now in this glass tube, what we are taking is a metal surface. So I am taking is a metal surface. Now if a light is striking it. Okay. Now can you tell me light किसकी बनी होती है? What is light made up of?
Photons.
Photon. So it means when a beam of light is striking, means photons are striking. And what is the nature of photon? Particle or wave?
Particulate.
Particulate. Okay. तो अब आप आराम से देखो, अगर मेरी ये एक वॉल है, ठीक है, और एक इसमें बॉल स्ट्राइक करे. सपोज हम ऐसी वॉल लिए कि जिसमें बॉल स्ट्राइक करेगी, तो जहाँ पे बॉल स्ट्राइक करेगी या तो वहां पर होल हो जाएगा. हमने कार्डबोर्ड की इस तरह की एक वॉल ले ली, ठीक है. तो अगर आपका एक बॉल स्ट्राइक करेगी तो कितने स्पॉट आएंगे? एक स्पॉट आएगा. अगर मेरे 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन स्ट्राइक किया तो कितने स्पॉट आएंगे? 1 स्पॉट. ठीक है. एक फोटोन ने एक पार्टिकल स्ट्राइक किया तो एक स्पॉट आ गया. और वहां से एक्चुअली में स्पॉट क्या है? यहाँ पे मेटल है ना, तो बहुत सारे एटम्स है, तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन रिजेक्ट हो गया. तो अगर मेरा 1 फोटोन स्ट्राइक किया, तो पार्टिकल स्ट्राइक किया, तो 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन विल मूव आउट. ठीक है ना. फोटोन के पास एनर्जी है. मेटल इज मेड अप ऑफ एटम्स. तो अगर एक फोटोन ने स्ट्राइक किया तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर आ गया. अगर 2 फोटोन स्ट्राइक करेंगे तो कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बाहर आएंगे? 2. पार्टिकल है ना, जितने पार्टिकल स्ट्राइक करेंगे उतनी होल्स हो जाएंगी. होल्स की जगह मैं कह रही हूँ उतने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बाहर आ गए. ठीक है. तो ये हमारा एक्सपेरिमेंट था कि व्हेन वी आर इट इज स्ट्राइकिंग इट, देन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर इजेक्टेड आउट. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल कमिंग आउट. और यहाँ पर हम एक डिटेक्टर लगा देते, एक स्क्रीन लगा देते हैं, जहाँ पे हमें पता चल जाएगा कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को स्ट्राइक कर रहा है. नाउ इलेक्ट्रॉन, इफ आई एम एक्सटेंडिंग द सर्किट, यहाँ पर मैंने व्हाट इज द फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स? मींस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. Flow of electrons means it constitutes electricity. So what I am taking is a glass tube. Here I am taking is a metal surface. Here from one end light is striking, and light means photons are striking. So when a photon is striking, electrons come out. So there is a detector, and detector means एक metal का ही बना हुआ है, और इसके थ्रू हमने एक वायर कनेक्ट कर दी. यहाँ पर हमने एक बैटरी लगा दी. We are connecting a battery. This is the positive terminal. This is the negative terminal. So what will happen now? What we observe?
Ammeter will deflect.
Ammeter में deflection हो जाएगी, और if I am putting a bulb, bulb will start glowing. It means that electrons are moving, and due to movement of these electrons, electricity is produced. So that's why it is called as photoelectric effect. It means electricity flow due to the movement of electrons. Okay, so this was our experiment. You can write. Then I am rubbing it, and I have simply told you what we are doing. और किसी भी एक्सपेरिमेंट में फर्स्ट होते हैं ऑब्जर्वेशन, एक्सपेरिमेंट, हाउ वी आर डूइंग, देन ऑब्जर्वेशंस, एंड देन कंक्लूजन और एक्सप्लेनेशन. व्हाट वाज द एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर द ऑब्जर्वेशन?
Ma'am, can you please again explain what are the elements in the circuit?
See, first is what we are doing. उसके बाद हम, जैसे मैंने टेस्ट ट्यूब में उसमें कुछ सॉल्यूशंस डाल दिए, देन हम ऑब्जर्व करते हैं उसको. सेकंड पार्ट आप करा रही हो ऑब्जर्वेशन. थर्ड इज रिजल्ट. यही होता है एक्सपेरिमेंट, ऑब्जर्वेशन, रिजल्ट. सो दिस इज द एक्सपेरिमेंट. Okay, a beam of light is striking, then the electrons are ejected from it, and this phenomena is called as photoelectric effect. आगे मैं करवा रही हूँ पूरा. I am just rubbing it now. The flow, due to flow of these electrons. ये एक्सपेरिमेंट है ड्यू टू फ्लो ऑफ दीज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन अ सर्किट. हमने एक सर्किट बना दिया ना, इन अ सर्किट, एमीटर will show deflection. So this further proves that electrons are produced, and movement of this electrons means electricity. Okay. So due to the flow of these electrons in a circuit, emitter will show deflection. Now what are the observations? Now what we are observing? So one marker question can come, what is the photoelectric effect, or define photoelectric effect? Now these observations are, first, electrons are ejected as soon as light strikes the metal surface. It means as soon as the light is striking the metal surface, then the electrons are ejected. Now, second point, number of electrons ejected. Number of electrons ejected are proportional to intensity of light. Number of electrons ejected are proportional to intensity of light. Third point, minimum frequency or energy, minimum frequency or energy is required for photon to eject electrons. Minimum frequency or energy is required to photon to eject electrons. ये आपको मैंने पॉइंट बता दिया है कि अगर मैंने मेटल की कुछ आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी होती है, if it is getting energy equal to that ionization energy, only then electrons will be ejected. What ionization energy means? The energy required to lose out a valence electron. अगर suppose अगर मेरा मेटल है सीजियम, सीजन की सपोज आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी है 3.4 into 10 raised to power 2 joules. नो नीड टू राइट. ठीक है, लेकिन जो फोटोन आ रहा है या लाइट आ रही है, ठीक है, ये तो इसकी आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी. लेकिन अगर एनर्जी ऑफ लाइट is 3 into 10 raised to power 2 joules. क्या होगा? क्या इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर आएगा? Yes. उसको इसकी जो सीजियम की सपोज आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी इतनी है, इट मीन जब उसको इतनी एनर्जी मिलेगी ओनली देन द इलेक्ट्रॉन विल बी लॉस्ट, इट विल रिमूव अ इलेक्ट्रॉन. बट इफ एनर्जी ऑफ लाइट इज लेस देन दिस, यहाँ पर 3.4 चाहिए बट इट इज ओनली गिविंग इज 3 into 10 raised to power 2 joules. So will it lose an electron?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No. ठीक है. तो थर्ड पॉइंट यही है कि मिनिमम एनर्जी इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर फोटोन टू इजेक्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, and this energy is equal to ionization energy of matter, equal to या greater than or equal to ionization energy of matter. तो जो minimum energy है that should be either equal to or greater than ionization energy of matter. Okay, अगर suppose I am rubbing this diagram. Okay, now suppose ये तो केस फर्स्ट बताया कि अगर इतनी एनर्जी होगी तो नो इलेक्ट्रॉन इजेक्टेड. फर्स्ट पॉइंट ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, समझाने के लिए. नो इलेक्ट्रॉन इजेक्टेड. ओके, इफ द एनर्जी ऑफ लाइट, this is not to be written, just to understand, is 3.4 into 10 raised to power 2 joules, then what happens? Yes, Shreya, what will happen? Shreya only. Shreya, are you present?
Ma'am, can you repeat yourself?
I am asking if the energy of photon is 3.4 into 10 raised to power 2 joules, what will happen? Will the electron be ejected? Is it equal to the ionization energy or not? Shreya?
Yes, ma'am.
It is equal. So the electron will be ejected. Okay. Ejected means electrons will come out. Okay. Now, if the energy of photon is suppose 4 into 10 raised to power 2 joules, what will happen? Yes,
Ma'am,
anyone?
it will eject.
It will eject. अच्छा, इलेक्ट्रॉन को इजेक्ट करने के लिए कितनी एनर्जी चाहिए थी? Only 3.4 into 10 raised to power 2 joules. But we are giving it more energy. तो क्या होगा? बाहर तो आ गया, उसके बाद ये एनर्जी कहाँ गई? बाकी ये बची ना. 3 minus 4 means 3.4 minus 3.2 means 0.8 into 10 raised to power.
मैम इलेक्ट्रॉन की काइनेटिक एनर्जी बन जाती है.
Yes, this energy will be gained. इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर तो आ गया लेकिन उसके पास एनर्जी भी आ गई एक्स्ट्रा. So electron will start moving. ठीक है. तो अगर एनर्जी में आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी के इक्वल दे तो इलेक्ट्रॉन इज इजेक्टेड बट इट हैज नो काइनेटिक एनर्जी. इलेक्ट्रॉन हैज नो काइनेटिक एनर्जी, जीरो काइनेटिक एनर्जी, क्योंकि वो एनर्जी तो सारी यूज हो गई बाहर आने पे, तो उसके पास अपनी तो एनर्जी नहीं बची. बट इफ आई एम गिविंग मोर एनर्जी देन द आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी, तो 4 में से 3.4 is used to remove the electron, and next this will be gained by the electron. This will be the ionization energy of the electron plus kinetic energy of electron. It means now the electron will have certain kinetic energy. Is the point clear? So if I am giving energy equal to ionization energy, electron will be ejected, but it will not move. If we are given more energy than the ionization energy, then this energy will be gained by the electron and it will convert into kinetic energy. अच्छा, अब नेक्स्ट पॉइंट ऐसे केवल समझाने के लिए बता रहे. अगर मैंने इलेक्ट्रॉन को एनर्जी दे दी 8 into 10 raised to power 2 joules, energy of photon, in which case the kinetic energy will move. Energy of photon is this, so what is the kinetic energy of electron? Yes, Lakshay, can you tell me? Lakshay, are you present? Lakshay, Drishan, maybe attendance will review. Lakshay and Drishan. एक में पहले मैं attendance ले रही हूँ, then I am continuing further because the number of students they are not responding anything. Okay. Akansha present.
Present, ma'am.
Arav Sharma present. Okay. Arav Grewal present or absent? ये आरव ग्रेवाल हमेशा वो चलो एनीवे एब्सेंट दिखा रही हूँ मैं इसकी. सो आरव ग्रेवाल
present.
बट फिर रिस्पॉन्ड क्यों नहीं आता टाइमली. ओके. आरव ग्रेवाल प्रेजेंट. नेक्स्ट ऐश्वर्या.
Present, ma'am.
ओके. नेक्स्ट वन आफ्टर ऐश्वर्या. नेक्स्ट अक्षिता.
Present, ma'am.
अमन. Aman marking you absent. No response. Okay. After Aman, Anshika. Aman absent, Anshika absent. Arumita.
Aman present.
बहुत लेट क्यों आया response? Yes, Aman. Why so late response? Aman, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Aryan.
Present, ma'am.
Bhavya.
Present, ma'am.
Ayush. Absent. Daman. Absent. Devansh. Absent. Okay, Devansh absent. Dishita.
Present, ma'am.
Gautam.
Present, ma'am.
Jayant.
Present, ma'am.
Galaxy absent. Next Kanak.
Present, ma'am.
Shrikant. Kunjal.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, कान्हा बेटा. ये एब्सेंट है क्या? नाम तो दिखा रहा है. लिनॉय.
Present, ma'am.
लक्ष्य एब्सेंट. लिनॉय प्रेजेंट. लिनॉय अब आप आंसर करोगे. प्रज्ञा.
Present, ma'am.
ऋषभ.
Present, ma'am.
संकेत.
Present, ma'am.
साहिल एब्सेंट है. शाश्वत.
Present, ma'am.
वंश.
Present, ma'am.
श्रेया.
Present, ma'am.
सिद्धांत.
Present, ma'am.
वानी.
Present, ma'am.
वंशिका.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. So now I know how many students are present. Now they have to answer. Yes.
Ma'am, it's
Pardon? Okay.
Ma'am, you didn't take my name in the attendance. Ma'am, Agnish.
Ma'am, same here, Devansh Bharti.
देवांश तुमने बेटा तुमने माइक मेरा ठीक कराओ ना. फिर मैंने कर दिया दोनों का. Okay. देवांश माइक ठीक होना चाहिए. I will be asking you questions. Okay. Now my question was that if the energy is it visible now? My question is if energy of photon is 8 into 10 raised to power 2 joules, what will be the kinetic energy of electron?
Ma'am, 4.8 into 10 power 2.
Yes.
I'm 4.6 into 10 to the power 2.
Yes, ma'am. 4.6.
10 की power 2 ये 3.4 था ये. ठीक है, into 10 की power 2. It means that a minimum energy is required to remove an electron. And if we are giving the extra energy, it will convert into the kinetic energy of electron. Is it the point clear?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, you showed when you showed us the experiment, you said if the electron is ejected, it will move and the ammeter will show a reading. Ma'am, is it because of the energy it is getting, extra energy, or it will move anyways?
The photons that we are taking, they have more energy. So it means that extra energy is converted into the kinetic energy of electron.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you didn't take my name in the attendance.
What's your name?
Siddharth.
बेटा मैंने आपकी लगा दी थी सिद्धांत.
Okay, ma'am.
एक दो सिद्धांत है ना मैंने.
Yes, ma'am. एक सिद्धांत शर्मा और एक सिद्धार्थ
एक
जैन है.
मिनट, मैंने शायद दोनों की लगा दी गलती से. ओके, बोथ आर प्रेजेंट. ठीक है, मैं दोनों की लगा दी है बेटा. इट्स ओके. Okay, okay. I will put her presence, no problem. Okay. Now, is the point clear? So I ये तो केवल explain किया है. Electron moves if the energy is greater than the ionization energy. So our third point is that certain minimum amount of energy is required for the photon to eject electron. Next point. On increasing. This point I have already told. On increasing frequency or increasing frequency or energy of light radiation used, on increasing frequency or energy of light radiation used, kinetic energy of ejected electron increases. Is it okay? On increasing energy or frequency of light radiation used, kinetic energy or ejected electron increases. So these were the observations. Clear? Now, how to explain this? Just note them down. Now, how they were in accounting? Yes.
Ma'am, ammeter will deflect when the electron is ejected, no?
Yes. If ammeter deflects, it means obviously the electron is ejected because ammeter deflects due to the movement of electrons. Okay.
So, ma'am, the electron will have kinetic energy too.
Yes.
When the
जनरली जो हम लाइट यूज करते हैं दे हैव मोर एनर्जी, क्योंकि हमें एक्चुअली में जो लाइट यूज करनी पड़ेगी उसकी एनर्जी ज्यादा होनी चाहिए. ओनली देन वी कैन सी दैट एमीटर इज डिफ्लेक्टिंग एंड द इलेक्ट्रॉन इज एजेक्टेड. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन की इक्वल होगी तो इट मीन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव नहीं करेगा, हमें विजिबल नहीं होगा. तो वी कैन सी द मूवमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ओनली इन द सर्किट इफ द radiation of light used is more than the kinetic energy of electrons. Is it okay?
yes, ma'am.
So now I am coming to the explanation part. Observations, I am Ravi. Most of the explanations I have told you simultaneously only, but now let them put in the writing. Now, first point is the explanation that light consists of certain particles. Light consists of certain particles called photon. Light consists of certain particles called photon. Okay. Second point, on increasing. This is very important. On increasing intensity of light, number of photon increases. Number of photon increases, but their energy remains same. On increasing intensity of light, number of photon increases because but their energy remains same. Why this is so? Because what we have observed is that number of photons is proportional to number of electrons ejected is directly proportional to intensity of light. So अगर मैं light की intensity increase कर रही हूँ, intensity increase means I am increasing the number of photons. And each photon will eject an electron. ये देखो अगर ये less intense है, if light की intensity कम है, ठीक है? It means number of photons is less. If I am increasing the intensity, it means number of photons increases. So this is the number of photons. So on increasing intensity of light, it means number of photon increases, and each photon ejects one electron. So if the number of photon increases, only then the number of ejected electron increases. और वो किसके साथ increase करे? Intensity of light. अच्छा वैसे भी एक चीज देखो, अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ कि light मेरी light red है, if the light is light red and light is dark red means more intensity. कब intensity ज्यादा होगी? अगर मैं particles को increase कर दूंगी, आप जैसे क्रेयॉन से कलरिंग करते हो, आपने रेड कलर ही लिया, अगर आपने उसको हल्का हल्का कलर किया तो इट मींस वो लाइट रेड होगा. अगर आपने उसको बहुत डार्क कर दिया तो इंटेंसिटी विल इंक्रीज. ठीक है, तो इट मींस दैट इंटेंसिटी ऑफ लाइट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू नंबर ऑफ इजेक्टेड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इंक्रीजेस. दिस वाज आवर सेकंड एक्सप्लेनेशन. ओके, नाउ द थर्ड पॉइंट, and now I am rubbing first two observations. Now the third
मैम एक बार
explanation,
फर्स्ट पॉइंट रीड कर दो.
light consists of certain particles called photon. First point is light consists of certain particles called photon. Second point, on increasing intensity of light, number of ejected electrons increases. It means I am explaining the second observation. Because light consists of photons, the number of photon increase करेगा, so each photon will eject one electron. The number of ejected electrons increases. इसको मैं कर सकती हूँ आगे. Hence, number of ejected electrons increase. Because on increasing intensity, number of photons will increase. Now I am explaining the third point. Third point is on increasing frequency of light, on increasing frequency of light, energy of each photon increases. On increasing frequency of light, energy of each photon increases. What about the number? Number of photons same रहेंगे, क्योंकि number of photons energy के ऊपर depend नहीं करते. Number of photons are depending upon the intensity of light. But if we are increasing the frequency of light, energy of each photon increases, and hence kinetic energy of ejected electron increases. This is what we have done. If you are increasing the energy of frequency of light, हमारी हर photon की energy increase होगी, and the energy of ejected electron increases. Is the point clear? So this was against the classical wave theory, because according to classical wave theory, what they said that intensity is proportional to energy. But what we are seeing is that intensity is not proportional to energy. If we are increasing the intensity, then the number of ejected electrons are increasing, but their energy is remaining same. So this was against the classical wave theory. Okay? And what they gave, that if I am taking the energy of photon, तो कहाँ यूज हो रही है? अगर मैं एक फोटोन की एनर्जी कंसीडर कर रही हूँ, some of this part is used in the ionization energy of electron plus kinetic energy of electron. This is what we are doing. आपको बताया था कि अगर हम फोटोन की एनर्जी इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, जैसे बाद में बताया था, पहले 3.4 लिया था, फिर 8 लिया था, तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इंक्रीजेस because ionization energy of electron is constant for a particular matter. If I am taking cesium, तो cesium में हर बार suppose ionization energy तो सेम लगेगी, ठीक है? तो ionization energy is constant for a particular matter. So if I am increasing the energy, then the kinetic energy of the electron will increase. Now, what is the formula for energy of a photon? H mu naught. Generally, yeah, H mu ले लो, energy of a photon. Now, ionization energy is again an energy. So for this, I am taking as H mu naught. It means ionization energy and kinetic energy formula is half mv square. So this relation was given, energy of a photon is h mu is equal to h mu naught plus half mv square. So this h mu naught is equal to ionization energy of matter, which is also called as work function of matter. It is constant for a particular matter. So h mu naught is called as ionization energy of matter or work function of matter. And mu naught is also called as threshold frequency. It means minimum energy or frequency required to eject out an electron. And what is mu? Is the frequency of photon.
Ma'am, what is the last you have written in question number in second point?
This one, ejected electron increases.
Okay, ma'am.
Is the point clear? So this was the main relation on which the numerical can come. H mu is equal to h mu naught plus half mv square. Time हो चुका है, मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया. H mu is equal to h mu naught plus half mv square. Okay. So in the next class we are going to do the numericals based on this. So just go through the photoelectric effect in detail. अच्छे से एक बार पढ़ लेना. मैंने slow ही कराया थी.
Ma'am, what is mu naught?
Yes, what is?
Ma'am, what is this written after mu naught?
Mu naught is the threshold frequency. It means minimum frequency, so that the electron can be lost, because it is h mu naught means ionization energy. Energy means h mu. Mu is the frequency, so it's a threshold frequency or the minimum frequency, so that electron can be lost. Okay, now you can leave. Just revise the topic thoroughly.
Thank you, ma'am.